Welcome to Culture No Cap. I'm your host, Eric Spencer, along with co-host Reverend Eric Helton in the building. What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. You doing all right?
I'm doing good, man. I got power. I got power. You know, you learn things when you don't have no power. And your friend's wife tells you come on over there and they'll have you a steak. And then when she says that, your friend turn around and say, "Man, she jinxed us. We ain't got no power." And then your friend don't tell you that it was just a blink. And you sitting there at night, you ain't got no food. You're in the dark and you got to eat Fritos. But your friend got to eat steak and he don't even eat meat. But you know, other than that, we got power now. We good. I mean,
I'm glad y'all got power, man. I know what you're talking about. We did have a flash of the power did go out, and I forgot to text you back and tell you it came back on. My bad. My fault.
yeah, man. I mean,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We made it. We didn't starve to death.
You didn't.
It's okay. It's okay, man. All right.
Yeah. I'm glad you made it, but
I ain't starving. Had some Fritos.
I forgot. Look, I ain't think you was gonna bring this up, man. Dang. I felt bad enough.
I mean, if it had took another, we'd have woke up that morning with no power, we'd have had to start looking at the neighbors' pets.
You know, eat cats and dogs.
Yep. Ain't no cats in my neighborhood, so we just had to eat dogs.
Eat dogs.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. But yeah, the storm did hit. That is one thing that was crazy for the last few days. It hit hard, especially up in Boone.
Yeah. It's something I don't think people from now on, when we hear that something's coming, I don't think they'll say it's just some rain while you're getting prepared. Yeah, because it was more than just some rain.
Yeah, it was real. It was real. 56 people dead, I think it was.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really it hit hard. But prayers out to anybody affected by that. And hopefully everybody has their power restored as well. I know a lot of people didn't. But
yeah,
had to eat Frito.
There's a lot still around here that don't have power.
Yeah. So well, let's get into it, man. You ready?
Yeah, man. I'm always ready. Don't look ready, man. I was born ready.
You're born ready, man. You know, we might as well start a little ditty. You know, Costco, they said, "Nah, Diddy, you didn't get these 1,000 bottles of baby oil at Costco. We don't even sell that." Is that wrong? Costco? Come on.
Well, man, I'd have let people believe he got it from us. I mean, I wouldn't have said we sold it to Diddy.
You want to be associated with anything Diddy at this point? If you Costco.
It ain't like Diddy went into the store and bought it.
I don't want to be associated with
anybody. Could have went in there and bought it for him. He sent one of his minions in there, so how they know the minion is one of Diddy's people?
They just want to make sure, like, hey, don't associate Costco with Diddy with us. Period.
Okay, so we moved to Sam's. It was probably Amazon, like you said.
I said Amazon. I still stay with Amazon.
It was probably Amazon.
Yeah.
But, man, look, the dude, he earning it.
He earning it, man. And then somebody else came out. Another woman accused him of assault, sexual assault. It's not looking good for Diddy at all.
I mean, at this point, I guess they want their story told. At this point, why you even got to come out?
Because they're victims, man. Victims.
I'm just saying, he got enough he going to get got for. I don't know that you coming out is going to add anything to his sentence.
But they want to be compensated. What? Wouldn't you want to be compensated?
Well, first off, why didn't you just tell it to begin with?
Hey, man, it's confidence. What's confidence in numbers? When people start coming out it does make you feel more comfortable coming out. You know that. That's what it is.
I ain't never coming out, buddy, because I ain't in.
Well, I'm just saying, if you were scraped by Diddy, if you got scraped, you might come out.
Diddy be dead.
But you won't get your check first.
Uh-huh.
You won't even want your check.
Yeah, no, I just got he got to die. He got to die.
No, but this lady at this point, there's no money. There's not gonna be any money for her. So really, it's gonna
have none.
You don't have no money.
Unless you want to sell your story. But even at that point, there are so many stories. Some of them they ain't even going here.
No, they want her story because I think this will be the second real victim other than Cassie. So they kind of want her.
And we don't know that. And the weird thing with Cassie is, well, I mean, we know she was a victim.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. The whole definition of sexual assault. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess so.
Yeah. Like I said, but there's no money. She's not getting paid for this. She's not gonna get paid because all the money's gonna go to the lawyers, and
she probably don't know that.
Yeah, she don't know that probably, but yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much done.
Surprise.
Well, moving on. Janet Jackson just made a little mistake. She just said she didn't know Kamala was black. She thought her dad was white. That's common, right? It's a common mistake, right?
No.
Let me play the clip so people who don't know.
Janet Jackson just did a wide-ranging interview with British newspaper The Guardian, but most of the focus is on when she was asked her thoughts on VP Kamala Harris possibly becoming the first black female president. She said, she answered by saying that she had heard that Harris's father was white, which we all know is false. And a staffer claims that he was fired for issuing an apology in her name and that her team certified he wasn't authorized to speak on her behalf. Now, Jackson has not responded to requests for comment, but no matter how you feel about celebs speaking out politically, is it okay for somebody to say, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's okay to say I don't know.
Man, I ain't know she fired him for saying I'm sorry.
She did. Oh, rest in peace to Tito. I don't think we said that. Rest in peace to Tito Jackson. No, yeah, she fired him. She fired that dude.
So basically, she was doubling down on what she said.
Or you don't speak for me, Mom. You don't speak for me.
She was doubling down. Both of them. She was doubling down, though.
Yeah. So were you mad when you heard it? You like, man, why Janet? Why?
I said she's a Jackson.
They're out of touch, right? They always been out of touch.
Yeah. And I heard that, I think Randy is a big, wild right-wing guy.
Yeah.
So you got a brother feeding that stuff to her anyway.
But I mean, have you, like you said, the Jacksons have always been out of touch with the world. Yeah. They live in their own world, their bubble.
But they wouldn't speak on anything like that, though.
Normally.
When did you ever hear a Jackson say anything about politics other than Jesse?
It's like Jesse. Randy, Tito, Michael, Jesse. Michael Jesse, a little bit in his music. I heard Michael say some political things in his music here and there.
In his music.
Yeah.
I get it, but
no.
If you interviewed him, he'd be in La La Land.
Yeah. La La Land.
I
mean, I'm with you, man, but like you say, why not just say, I don't follow politics. I don't know.
I don't follow politics. And even after this comes out and everybody, I was misinformed. I apologize.
I was listening to Randy.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw Randy under the bus, but I was misinformed. My bad.
My bad. But a lot of people, particularly D.L. Hughley, went on to say he went off. He went a little too far, I think. You always want to be a white woman. I don't think he was.
You breathing out of a white woman's nose.
Yeah, you breathing out of a white woman's nose. He took it a little far, man. I mean, come on, get a lady up.
That's
a
the
little
comedian,
grace.
DL. That's the comedian.
Look, come on.
She didn't ask for no. She fired the dude, man. That dude got to feed his family.
Yeah, that was too far. But like I said, I think she was doubling down. Like, hey, don't tell me what.
I said what I said.
Yeah, I said what I said. But we always talk about celebrities in politics anyway. If you're not well versed in it, just leave it alone, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. No comment. No comment. No comment.
That's not how they do today.
They speak on a lot. And it's like, remember, shut up and dribble.
Yep.
Or just shut up and whatever. Shut up and sing.
Shut up and dance. That's why I wouldn't want to say that, because I know how offensive it was to the NBA players when they said shut up and dribble.
But you know where it comes from, though. In this instance,
stay in your place.
Janet, stay in your place.
Yeah, Janet needed a stay in your place moment, because she did. But
she did.
I really don't like saying that, because then you're gonna turn around and tell LeBron shut up and dribble, and he's involved in that stuff.
Sometimes I want to tell him to shut up and dribble too. Let's be honest. Sometimes he don't know. When he talked about China, he didn't know what he was talking about. He knew
he was getting some money from China.
Yeah, that's why she shut up and dribbled.
Hey, don't be talking about LeBron like that.
Hey,
right?
I love the king. I love the king. But sometimes you gotta just do your thing, man. Just stay where you. Sometimes you just gotta chill out.
But with that being the case, are you saying only politicians should speak on politics?
No. I'm just saying, be informed.
Yeah.
Be informed.
If you're not informed, say I don't know.
If you're not informed,
I don't speak on those things.
Yeah, if you're not informed, dribble. If you're not informed, sing. That's all.
Yeah, but that don't mean shut up. That if you are informed, please speak.
If you are informed, only. If you're not, just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Because, do we come on here talking about Hamas much? There's a reason. There's a reason.
Yeah, there's definitely a reason. Yeah.
I don't know enough about it, so I'm not gonna speak on it.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it to voice an opinion that would be coherent.
Mm-hmm. But if I wanted to, I could research and read and find out information. We could talk about it. And
I don't do all that. We got enough problems here.
Thank you.
There were 5 people who were killed on death row this week. 3 of them black.
Oh yeah, we're about to get to that too. Matter of fact, let's. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Shut up and we love you.
For real. Shut up.
we love you and everything. But yeah, let's talk about Marcellus Williams in Missouri was put to death by lethal injection.
Mm-hmm.
After they didn't have enough evidence really to do this, it was questionable. Everything was questionable. So why did this even happen?
Even the prosecution said, whoa, 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 whoa.
Mm-hmm.
We need to slow down.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a clip.
Past 24 hours, there's been a lot of talk in the media about Marcellus Williams, convicted of fatally stabbing former newspaper reporter Felicia Gale in her home in 1998. Williams was executed by lethal injection in Missouri last night. But his murder conviction has been called into question by both prosecutors and the victims' families. And look, I agree with those saying if there's any uncertainty at all, they should have at least delayed the execution.
Why not delay the execution until you investigate this?
I don't understand. I don't know. And see, this is one of those things. Okay, I'm pro-life. Till I'm not.
Still not. Well, it's pro-life when it comes to babies, the unborn.
You know, so, but if you're alive, I really ain't pro your life.
Yeah.
Which in Project 2025, they're trying to make death, those types of death, corporal punishment, even more prevalent. And not just Project 2025, so y'all can say, well, Trump said he's not associated with that. Agenda 47, which is Trump's, is also trying to expand the capital punishment.
Yeah. Well, the court alone, the Supreme Court, everybody was for this execution except for the two, Ketanji Brown.
It was like, what, 6-3? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad, so, but we're pro-life. And we're for, we want to be pro-life. We want to get Trump in where, because he don't have anything to do with Project 2025, but Agenda 47, which is his, and he will claim, is wanting to expand capital punishment, is that there's even things, and this might be Project 2025. One of them, maybe both of them, even nonviolent crimes like drug dealing can be you can be put to death for things like that.
Yeah. It's just like this governor. He could have stopped this.
Absolutely could have.
He could have been the one to stop it. He chose not to. Even the family was against execution from the start.
Yeah, the victim's family. Yeah,
the victim's family. Yeah, the victim's family was totally against it, and that's why I asked, well, why not take in account the family of the victim and what they see fit as justice instead of, I mean, wouldn't that make more sense? They were the victims.
His name was Marcellus
Williams.
Yeah, if it was Matthew Smith,
yeah,
they might have taken into consideration and held off a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not saying it definitely played a role. A black man, 55 years old, they didn't care
at all.
They didn't invest. They didn't do their due diligence when it came to this. And like I said, this is tragic, really. And I hadn't heard a lot of coverage on it. Honestly, I haven't heard a lot on it. Have you?
Of course not.
Not a whole lot.
You got to dig for it.
You had to dig for it. Should have been a top story.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a sad situation. But rest in peace to him. And his last words were, what he said, God's will.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a whole nother story.
Why you say that?
But what he said, I could tell he was Muslim.
Yeah, he said Allah. Something, yeah. What does that mean? What does it mean he was Muslim? What does that mean?
I mean,
that's what he calls God, Allah.
Yeah, I understand.
But yeah,
Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the light. No man comes to the Father but by me." There's only one way, and Muslims don't view Jesus as Savior; they view him as a great prophet.
That's another subject for another day.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to not say nothing.
Well, I wanted to know where you were going with this, but yeah, that's another subject.
You've been told I'm gonna get you in trouble. Now, I tried not to say nothing.
Look, I was told that last night that that you're gonna get me in trouble on this podcast. Now I see you're leaning that way now.
I tried not to get you in trouble.
Yeah, hey, you're right. But rest in peace, man, to Marcellus Williams and And condolences to his family, man.
Absolutely.
That's a bad way. If there's a way to stop somebody's death, and they tried, well, his lawyers did. They tried to stop it, and there's nothing they could do. That's got to be a bad feeling, man, for the family. For sure.
It's got to be terrible.
Terrible.
But we're pro-life.
That's what people say. Makes you wonder. Another trial that was going on, a young Dolph killer, Justin Johnson, was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison recently. Hey, he deserved it. Sorry.
You can't do the time.
But what not funny part, but at the end, this guy, he still was on this gangster code, this G code, like, I'm not gonna eat the cheese. I ain't no rat. Like, when does the street code stuff get old to people, bro?
Man, when they tell me you about to go away, come on, let's talk. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you who did it. It was Floyd and Ray, Cornbread. Man, all of them was in there doing it. I just happened to be there. But if you want to catch some people, those are the ones to catch.
Well, that's what his boy did. His boy, they actually were kind of going against each other in the case. Crazy.
I'm telling you.
But all they got was, so they were supposed to get $40,000 to kill young Dolph, and they ended up getting $800 and life in prison.
They need life in prison for being dumb, man. Even with, $40,000 to take somebody's life,
right? Senseless.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they call the kids call them what they say. That's the new slang.
Crash
dummies. Crash dummies. What they call them. That's what the kids call crash dummies. I'm a crash dummies. Seriously.
Wow. And you know what? First off, somebody tell you here's $40,000, you kill somebody.
Crazy.
Problem. Why you only get $800?
Oh, I forgot. And a record deal. They were rappers. They're gonna get signed too. Can't forget that part.
Yeah, that there's some dumb and there's plumb dumb. And they plumb dumb.
Dumb. $800.
What happened to the rest of the money?
Apparently, they paid the rest of the lawyer fees. This record company. It's a whole. If you get a chance, it's a whole rabbit hole with this. It started with like this whole other record label against Dolph, and it's a lot. The guy that actually did put the hit out, he's dead. He got killed this year.
The thing I'm doing is I'm going to the law. Look, they gave me $40,000 to kill this guy. As you can tell, he's dead. I'm not saying I did anything, but I'm saying, look, I got $800. Somebody lied to me. I ain't saying I killed him. But I'm saying they gave the money to somebody. They were supposed to get the money to somebody to kill him, and he dead, and go get them. I ain't saying I did anything. Well, I only got $800.
Well, there's this thing called video. Clearly,
wasn't me.
They were on video. Like, it was so clear that was that guy, and the sagging got him too. So they were sagging his drawers. You can see the blue underwear, and they said, "Oh, those are the same blue underwear he had sagging in the other picture from the video." Yep, that's him.
Man, you can't hear me. How many people got blue underwear?
Okay, blue underwear, the sweatpants, the hat.
Got blue drawers and sweatpants.
But I wasn't seeing
blue drawers, sweatpants, and a hat.
Yeah, I do. But I wasn't on a crime scene with the same clothes on all day. Yeah.
So did we do it?
I wasn't in Memphis at the cookie shop. Yeah.
You ever been to Memphis?
Nope. Yep. But anyway, he's gone.
Where were you?
In November 2021, I was probably here in Walkertown.
Probably.
Most likely.
Probably.
Surely.
You got an alibi?
My wife.
She gonna lie for you. Is it possible you were wearing your blue drawers?
Probably.
In November.
Look, them did this. They guilty. They guilty.
I'm like, wasn't me. I know what you're looking at. Wasn't me.
Yeah. Well, it didn't work. I knew I followed the case a little bit towards the end. It was only like, it took a week. That should tell you right there. A 1 week case.
That's a bad sign.
1 week.
Wasn't me.
You go in on Monday, you get life by Friday.
I was like, wasn't me.
Like that, though. Yeah, it wasn't you, huh?
Wasn't me. I wasn't wearing my blue drawers the whole month of November.
That's what you're gonna go with. That's what you're gonna go with. Oh man, the price of being a rapper, though, man.
It ain't worth it.
It's sad, man.
I mean, it's about like being a drug dealer. Your retirement plan, you got to make it to retirement to have a retirement plan.
Yeah. I'm thinking, when's the last country singer, when's the last rock star been murdered? John Lennon?
Yeah, that's a lot of dang. How long ago was that?
It's like 80. 1980.
Yeah, a lot of years.
I can name Nipsey, Dolph. What?
You know, Pac and Biggie.
Pac, Biggie, Takeoff. Like,
man.
It's senseless, man. Senseless.
But we glorify it.
Yeah.
I like cheese. I'm eating cheese.
Yeah, you sound like I would never want to do a crime with you.
I do. I mean, you can do it in front of me, but you better hope you never get caught.
I'm going to prison. I already know. You tell him. Bitch.
I'm telling if they threaten me. If they just ask me and I ain't got no skin in the game, I'll lie for you. But as soon as they put some skin in the game for me, yeah, man, he did that.
He did that. I'm gonna show you where he texts me.
I told him you shouldn't do that.
I told him not to.
He didn't want to listen to me. You know, nobody ever listened to me. They only listen to the bad stuff I say. Nobody ever listened to the good stuff. The good thing I told him was don't do it. He did it. Sorry.
I seen some money, some baby oil.
I seen some baby oil. Well, if Diddy said they might have took his with it.
Oh yeah, they might have.
So who gets custody of the baby oil?
Oh, they probably used all that.
Who? Then already? Now I'm 1,000. It had to be 1,000 bottles, not no 1,000 empty bottles.
They didn't say whether it was empty or full. They just said 1,000 bottles. How
freaking nasty are you? You got 1,000 empty bottles and you ain't throw them away. They had to be full. How
nasty are you? You raping people? I'm just saying.
Yeah, that too, man. My wife get on me if I leave 3 bottles of soda on the counter. You got 1,000 bottles of empty baby oil. Come on now. You just nasty.
I don't know if I even believe it though. You know what I'm saying? 1,000. 1,000. You think they really counted 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
Maybe they was like in cases. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we know that was done to shame him anyway.
Yeah. A lot of people are coming out now defending Diddy at this point, which is strange. Yeah, they're coming out, man. Dr. Umar spoke out. He said, "I don't believe this."
I didn't hear what he said.
Oh, I have to send it to you. He doesn't believe. He believes the crossing the state lines thing for favors, but he doesn't believe any of this other stuff. He don't believe the rape allegations, none of that. Nope. Because of who Diddy is, he wouldn't have to do this type of thing.
Okay, there's a lot of people that do stuff they don't have to do.
I know. I don't believe it.
That is terrible. That's a terrible take.
Oh, it's awful.
Oh, he's a good-looking guy. He don't have to do that.
Well, he is a man with power.
He don't have to do that.
He's a man with power that can do anything he wants. That's the thing.
Yeah, but that don't mean the person wants him to do it.
No, that's what. No, I'm saying that power is what's making him do this stuff ultimately, because he can get away with anything.
But so why would he believe that he didn't have to do it just because he got power?
Yeah, because he has the power, and everybody wants to be around him, and he didn't have to force anybody, any women, to do anything. Terrible
Man,
take.
I don't believe that.
Terrible take.
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
Just because there's a lot of women there, and there's a lot of gold diggers. I ain't saying they're gold diggers, but they ain't messing with no broke. But there's a lot of women who, man, they don't care who you are. That don't impress me, and you're gonna come correct to get me. And those women don't care if he's
You got them, but you got the other ones too. You got the group too.
Yeah, so that's it. But I just don't think he took all groupies.
Yeah, I don't know who he took.
Umar's a terrible take. Umar, that take is as bad as you saying because a man marries outside his race that he can't be a role model in the community or can't help the community. That take is just as bad or worse.
Always Eminem take.
Oh, that was the worst, absolutely ever.
But Dr. Umar is always gonna go to the side of the black man as being,
Yeah, but sometimes the black man is guilty.
Sometimes black man is guilty, but Umar's not gonna take that route. That's just not who he is.
Big dummy.
But speaking of a big dummy, Mark Robinson got burned in Mayberry. We just don't know how.
I saw something where he touched the tailpipe
with his bare hand.
Yeah, dummy.
That's the person you want to be the governor of North Carolina. He's just touching a hot tailpipe.
Is this hot? Ah!
Second degree burns. Second degree burns is pretty,
Yeah.
Severe. Come on, Mark. Come on, little missile soldier.
Yeah. Look, hey, that guy is merely taking the fall for somebody else.
Who's he taking the fall for? Trump.
I done told you this. Let me tell you, I'm tell you so you can get in trouble on here. So Diddy gets arrested. These videos come out. Everybody want to know who's on these videos.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, this old Mark Robinson stuff come up.
Mm-hmm.
So now, even on the national news, they talking about little old North Carolina and this foolish guy and his dumb takes. Little hemorrhoid talking about he's a black Nazi and all that stuff. Now, in the meantime, we all looking at little hemorrhoid and all this craziness he got. And there's some Diddy tapes out there with some people who are more powerful than Diddy. Now, we rewind back and we see that Diddy was friends with this fella, this Orange.
Everybody was friends with him, man. Everybody was friends with Diddy. Everybody.
Yeah.
Diddy party.
He on them tapes. And we looking at Mark Robinson because they ain't letting Trump come out on the tapes.
That's your take. That's your theory.
Yeah.
Or he's a crazy.
Hey, two things can be true.
He could just be crazy and touching hot tailpipes.
Two things can be true. Both of those things can be true.
Okay. So time will tell. Right?
We know Mark Robinson is the village idiot.
Yes.
We know that. But that don't mean that they can't use him to deflect and put a spotlight on him when somebody else done something.
I'm not. It could be that. It could be a coincidence that these things are happening together. The Diddy.
At the same time, yeah.
It could be. Who knows? Time will tell.
It's all gonna be. No, they ain't told about Epstein's folks yet, have they?
Well, he's dead, right? Or he didn't kill himself.
Everybody who deal with him ain't dead or dealt with him. Yeah, he killed himself.
He killed himself. I mean, it's gonna come out, man. Some of the stuff, the Diddy stuff will come out. I think there's more names coming out, and he could be one of them. Trump could be one of them.
That's why we're looking at Big Dumb Mark now.
Big Dumb Mark. I don't know what happened. You really heard it was he touched the tailpipe?
That's what I saw somewhere. Is he touched the tailpipe?
Come on, bro.
Big dummy.
But it was like they put Mount Air on the map, though. For real, that was put our hometown on the map for some dumb stuff.
Because first they wasn't telling what happened. I was like, what, did somebody try to do something to him? Not in Mount Air. Ain't nobody try to do nothing to him.
No, that's what I was like. That was my first. I was like, no, that didn't happen up there. Nobody tried to do anything to him.
Yeah, not there, because they shoot. A lot of them love him.
But I have heard a take that you heard also. I think I sent it to you. That they're saying that they're going after Mark Robinson because he's a black man and North Carolina does not want to see a black governor in North Carolina.
Yeah, I've heard, that the GOP's doing it.
And that's interesting to me because I can see that.
It's interesting, but what gets me is when they say it, they don't associate that with Trump. They associate it with other Republicans.
Because they're split.
Yeah, the Mitt Romneys and things like that. Well, so it's the MAGA Republicans that have power over the Republican Party right now.
Somewhat, but I don't think they will. This wouldn't pan out. Right?
Would it?
No, it wouldn't have been out if it wasn't for these other Republicans. Because he was MAGA. He definitely was MAGA.
He's definitely MAGA.
And he wasn't vetted properly, right?
No, they, from my understanding, they don't care about the lieutenant governor. No, they really didn't vet him. They don't care about the lieutenant governor. I forgot who I was watching. It might have been somebody on the MSNBC. It was a Republican. And they were like, no, he was a lieutenant governor. We really don't. They don't care.
Okay, but your next step is when you decide to run for governor.
There's your problem.
Shouldn't you vet?
Yes. Your problem is when we should have vetted you before you were lieutenant governor. We had no idea that your black behind was going to run for actual governor and people was going to vote for you. And now we're in trouble.
Right. Pat McQuarrie, he spoke out and said that he knew this was coming out eventually. A lot of people knew it. But that shows you the power of the MAGA Republicans. They're going to let this guy run anyway based off of his association with Trump.
Yeah.
The Trump endorsement. That's crazy. So,
and you don't want to be conspiracy theorists, even though I just gave you a conspiracy theory about Robinson getting in all that trouble. Maybe that is what happened. We can't control these MAGA Republicans. So here, let's put this out so he don't get North Carolina. And they also felt like this is one that we can't control because he's out of control.
He's out of control. And he makes the party look bad with stuff like this because you're trying to play this conservative. I don't believe in abortion and family values, all this crap. But in reality, you like porn.
Hey, but you know what? The whole some folk need to be killed, that didn't cancel him with the Republicans.
Yeah, because you could kind of dissect it. If you watch the whole thing, you could kind of like, oh, he was talking about in the military.
They're good for that.
They're good for that. You can justify it.
They're good for that. Just like he's one of the good ones. Show went away.
All of that. So that didn't do it. Yeah, nothing hurt him. I don't even think this. If he had said, "Hey, I did this," that wouldn't even hurt him. Probably. Yeah. He won't do it.
I was Lil Wee Wee as my screen name, and I was immature, but I've grown up.
Little soldier, get it right.
Same thing. But he doubles down. Nope, wasn't me.
That ain't.
He gonna die with the lie. Die with the lie, bro.
If I had been Mark Robinson, what I would have done, I would have said that was me. I did it. I've learned. I'd have came to your church.
You're alive.
Or
You came to a church.
I came to your church or a church.
You just went to a church.
And I would have said, I messed up, Pastor. I messed up. And I'm here now. And I didn't mean to go on Naked Africa. And I need to be the next governor of North Carolina. And boom, I'm back. I might cry. I gotta cry. They love to see a black man cry.
Yeah, you gonna go to somebody else's church.
You wouldn't let me come to your church, man, and repent. What kind of
he can come to church and repent. Repent that's something between you and God. You can come and do that. But I'm not gonna we're gonna have separation of church and state. We're not gonna let you use this pulpit for your political platform. If you would like to come and ask God for forgiveness, feel free.
That's what I'm gonna do, but I'm bringing the cameras with me. We're going live. You wouldn't allow me to go live. I was Mark Robinson. You would let Mark go live at your church and repent. A live repent.
See, I'm trying that. Why he gotta have cameras to repent?
He don't have to have cameras to repent.
That's right. Well, you ain't gonna have them.
But he should be able to have them because he's a political figure.
Why?
He's an example to the state.
You've been enough examples. You've had enough cameras and enough recordings around you. You need to get this right with God.
Oh man, you something else, man. Can't even come to your church. You wouldn't allow him to come.
He can come to church. He can't bring no cameras.
He can come though. He can come to church.
Yeah, and he don't give him room to speak. He can come to the altar and be praised.
You ain't let him speak at the pulpit.
Don't make me cuss. Don't make me cuss.
You let Mark speak, bro.
No.
I can't believe you.
He can come to the altar and be prayed for.
But you wouldn't let speak. You would let Jesse Jackson speak.
I got a responsibility for what's coming out that pulpit.
You would let Obama speak.
He came to church.
You don't know if you let Obama.
Yeah, I probably would. I don't know.
You would. Yes, you would. Obama showed up to your church. I need to talk. I want to say something. I want to speak. I want to speak, Eric. What would you do? It's Obama.
I'd have to know what he was going to talk about first.
You'd have to vet him. You'd vet Obama.
I'd have to.
I bet your bet would be so. Is it going to be against Trump?
No, because here's the thing. It's one thing if I'm letting him stand there on the political and talk about politics. I really don't want you to do that. And I know you're Barack. But Barack, you've allowed under your presidency, some things went through that weren't pleasing in God's sight. What you gonna talk about? I want to know what you're gonna talk about before you get up here and confuse these people.
That's what he want to talk about. Same sex man.
You
stop. That's good.
I'd
That's
have
integrity.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to because I got to answer to God for that.
That's true. Man, speaking of answering to God, boy, I got one for you. I saved this to the end. We moving right along. I saved this to the end because I want to know your take on this. Listen to this.
So you're married, and you got the right one.
Okay.
Okay, so how long you been married?
38 years.
Oh, he got to be the right one if you stayed that long.
No, we live in separate homes. That is the right way to live for 38 years.
Wait a minute, how long y'all live in separate homes?
10.
And it gets y'all, that works for y'all?
Fabulous.
Where y'all live in different states?
No, we live here in Detroit.
In different homes?
Yes.
So how does it work? I'm fascinated.
You go to your home and I go to mine. We don't have to argue. We don't have to yap. It's a good deal.
And you trust him?
Of course.
He trusts you?
Of course.
How often y'all see each other?
All the time.
But y'all don't sleep in the same place unless you want,
Yeah.
You want to do that.
Yeah. But it's a great deal.
My son is behind the camera. He taking all this in.
When you're married that long, it's wonderful. You don't have to get a divorce. Just get in separate houses.
So, married, but don't live in the same house. Can it work?
I bet some old people do. You see old people that have done it, don't you?
But is it
85?
But isn't that strange?
He ain't leaving his house, and I ain't leaving my house.
So they just live in different houses. Like, does that seem strange to you, though?
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird as all get out.
But I was like thinking about it, though. I was like, that's interesting. I mean, y'all still together, but y'all just, you know, do your own thing. Don't you try to call my wife.
Chris, I want you to make sure you listen to the podcast. You're on the 45-minute mark. Just listen to what your husband says after that. All right. All right, tell you later.
You something else, man. I'm just saying, man. I mean, can this work? It's worked for her for what she said, 10 years so far. She's been married for years. You say you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't want to do this.
No, that don't make sense to me. You might as well just be boyfriend and girlfriend.
That's what it seems like. Like it's more boyfriend and girlfriend. But yeah.
Well, I mean, why would you do that?
Like you said, a lot of people do it, I think, because maybe like they want their own space after a certain time. They want their own space to live, and they just want to, like, I guess maybe date.
See, then you ain't want to be married.
But it's working for people. It works for people, I guess.
It don't really work. I mean,
it worked for them. And again, I know people that's done this before.
But did they do whatever they wanted to do too?
No, I know of. I think they were still married. They just went over and saw each other.
Yeah, but what happened when they wasn't seeing each other?
I don't know.
Yeah, she don't know either.
So you saying this is kind of not unethical, but this is not
boyfriend and girlfriend. That's all
it is. The way marriage is supposed to be.
Yeah, you just boyfriend and girlfriend.
A whole nother mortgage, a whole nother rent.
Yeah, who got the money? So is he supposed to pay them bills too?
He probably pay his own.
Talk about the man being the provider. He's supposed to provide for her house too.
He probably go there and mow the yard. Do the house, do some chores.
Yeah. Well, he might go mow, but he need to wonder who plowing when he ain't there.
Oh, so what you really is talking about is this leaves room for a temptation, is what it does.
Absolutely. Why would it not?
Well, what makes it different from any other temptation? If y'all in the same house, temptation is temptation. It's everywhere. So
yeah, but it's sometimes, man, that's a whole lot of freedom.
Yeah. That's what I think they want. It might be freedom to chill out and watch what they want on TV. Who knows?
Do they live in a one-room house?
I know you can spread out.
If they can afford 2 mortgages, they can afford more than 1 room and more than 1 TV. They ain't got to be in the same room.
Yeah, this is definitely for people who got money. Well off, I guess.
It's definitely for people who just don't want to be married, who have lived in a society that believes that you have boyfriend and girlfriend forever. And then when you break up with them, no big deal. There's no way that that's the right thing that they're doing.
But these are older people. You know, you can see the video. It's older people. They probably in their 60s, 70s, 60s, probably 70s, looks like.
And see, I don't understand why they didn't just not get married if they that'll mess up their Social Security.
Listen to you. I ain't gonna mess up with Social Security.
Hey, I remember he was an old preacher. He was old. His wife had died, and he had started dating this woman. Like he was late 70s, probably early 80s. Right. And, he was dating her, and they was talking about getting married. But he was like, "That's gonna mess up my Social Security. We'll just shack up."
He want to risk it out. He wasn't gonna risk it. Messing up
He
his
was
social.
never risking his Social Security check. And until they got it fixed, where it wasn't gonna mess it up, he ain't get married. They shacked until he got.
Smart man.
So I mean, that's him not getting married until then and living together. These people are married and not living together in the same city.
In the same city. They live in the same city. They go over when it's time to, get together.
I
And
can
then-
even see if their careers have them working in two different places and they got a house. She's living here because of work. He's living here.
Mm-hmm.
Not we live in the same city and we just don't live together.
Yeah, live in the same city.
What kind of bull is that?
I think it's space. I think people just get tired of looking at each other. They be like, I don't want to see him anymore. I want to be able to go to my house. Yeah, but you got to come back to the house.
Yeah.
You go to your house.
Because you chose to get married to that person for a lifetime.
You did. But we still married. Under God. Indivisible. No.
Man, God is shaking. Man, you pledging allegiance to the flag. You big dummy.
You're right. But you married. You're married. You're married. You're still married, technically. You just choose to live in another house.
Man, I don't like it.
So if somebody, let's say somebody's like, you know what, Pastor, I want you to marry us. I want you to officiate our ceremony, but we're not gonna live in the same house. I'm just letting you know that up front. She has her house, I have mine, but we're gonna get married. Can you still do it?
All I can do is advise you on God's view of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I would still marry him.
You still do it? Because I mean, once you say whatever,
I think y'all messing up, but okay. I'll marry her. See, now here's what people don't understand. You don't have to marry folk.
You can refuse.
If I feel that uncomfortable about it, if I feel that uncomfortable about it, I'll say no.
Mm-hmm. But you do offer is it counseling beforehand?
Yeah, I won't. If I can't counsel you, I ain't marrying you.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear. I had somebody come to me one time and been like, well, they've been living together for years. Okay, I understand that. But unless we sit down for counseling, I ain't marrying them. Never heard back from them. Okay.
I wonder why people don't want to do the counseling thing.
I don't know.
Before.
I don't know. But I can't do it without doing it. One couple I married and I told them, y'all know what y'all getting.
Dang, man. That's your advice? That's your encouraging word?
After we went through counseling, I was like, this ain't gonna work. But
did it work?
If it's no,
it
didn't. I mean, all I can say, look, y'all know what y'all getting. If y'all still want to do this, I'll do it. There ain't no refunds. But I think y'all need to take more time. But I'll do it. But man,
that's crazy. Yeah, I want some more perspective on this. I need to talk to somebody who, I need to know. You got anybody with you?
What you want to know?
If this is totally just ludicrous.
Crystal!
Yeah, I just want to know.
Crystal! This old.
She ain't around.
I'm gonna call. I know she is.
Yeah, I don't know if this is just outlandish because I know it happens. Obviously.
I hope she don't say something, get herself bruised up.
I'm
not gonna pick up her phone.
Do what? Because I mean, this is
I get it in a sec. She might be outside.
All right. I'm gonna call and see if I'm gonna call my wife, see if she'll pick up.
Hello.
Hey, don't say nothing crazy. You be
Say
recorded.
it.
I have a question for you. You listening?
Uh-huh.
So how do you feel about somebody, a couple being married and living in two different houses, like in separate houses? You think that can work?
No,
Why?
Why?
because you'll lose the connection there.
How?
Opens the doors for other things.
Just having your own space could.
Yes.
Really? Okay.
If you need that much space, you don't need to be married.
Okay. Just curious. We're just talking about it. It's, some people it can work. It works for them. We're just listening to something. Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that's out. I'm just kidding.
Where is she at? I hear her walking.
I mean,
I hear her walking. Phone's ringing down.
so she can come in there. Yeah, well, Christy shot that one down.
Hey, man. Now, I hear you walk.
Hello?
Come here for a second.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Here. Yeah. You ask her.
Question. What was the question?
The question is, can you be married and live in two separate houses and still remain married?
I mean,
Speak up.
technically, you can be married and live in two separate places, but that's not ideal and that's not how marriage is supposed to be.
Okay.
So out of the four of us, you the only one who thinks that could be a good option.
I did not say that. I just said it seems to work for this couple that we just heard from.
That couple's old.
What are you saying? It goes with age? It's gonna come with age?
The thing I can't get about that couple is they've been married 38 years. If they were just old and got married and did it, I'd more understand it. But they lived together for 28 years and decided, hey, we're gonna move apart.
Yeah, they've been doing it for 10 years.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Man,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. And that was us too. I know they was.
Yeah, Detroit. You already know.
Yeah, I can tell by the voice
And the voice.
she had a black scent.
Black scent. Yeah. Well, I'm just curious, man. I mean, but you just said though, if they're older, you can understand.
Yeah, well, no, not necessarily I understand, but I'd be used to it because I've seen old people do that. My grandma did that.
Did she? Oh yeah.
Yeah. He got married and she lived in her house. He lived in his house. It was just weird though, man.
But see, I think after a while, when you get older, things become less conventional to you when you get older. Don't you think?
Well, you get more freaky.
No, I hope not. No, I'm just saying things.
No, I'm the
old freak. I'm just saying things that are just so traditional. I'm not saying when it comes to religion stuff like that, but just things you just adjust more to things when you get older. Then maybe when you're younger, you don't really think about those things. Just like you said, your grandma, she was probably how old? 90?
Yeah, bro, 80, 90 then. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, you know what? We're gonna get married. We don't have to do all that. You ain't gotta move, man. I ain't gotta move. I'm too old to be moving around. Getting a mover. Let's just do this. We ain't getting no younger, so we might as well do this.
Well, You know, they was let's see. She was 102 when she died. She had to be in the 80s.
Still.
And so I mean, maybe they got married so they could wouldn't fornicate.
They want to shack up.
Yeah, they want,
Well, fornicate.
Yeah.
Fornicate.
Yeah, they want
Let's just go ahead and get married. Let's knock one of them sins out.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna love on you, baby, and then I'm gonna go back home.
Maybe
hey, what feels out then? So I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was a good conversation. I'm just curious. Oh, ain't about no freaky oldness going on. Yeah, that's
yeah, baby. Like, I come over here and I knock the stuffing off that egg McMuffin, then I'm going home, baby.
And then go on to the house.
Yeah, maybe that's why they got married.
And I think a lot of it, maybe they never got rid of their old houses, just like in their situation. They had their house.
Yeah,
and that's your home.
He had his house, she had her house.
And that was their home. So, like, I'm like, you mean to move into your house? I like my house. I like mine.
Hey, but they was old, and they got married old.
Yeah, so maybe it works for them. I don't know. So you saying you wouldn't do it? Okay.
No, man, no, man. I don't understand how. Yeah,
so you saying you wouldn't do it?
No, I wouldn't do it. I don't understand how the people could be married for 28 years and then decide we ain't gonna do it no more. That tell me you can't stand each other no more, and we just don't want to get divorced.
She said, I'm perfectly happy. Well, she did say at the end, well, she said, don't get a divorce, just get a separate house. She did.
That's all it was. Yeah, we just don't want to get divorced. Man, at that point, come on now.
She did say that. She did say that, man.
Man, he gonna be back. Now he's living by himself. She didn't even say. She said they see each other all the time. Don't seem like they spend the night together all the time. He go home, she go home. Man, he might have Miss Can't Do Right sitting at his house waiting on him.
See, that's the same thing what Christy was saying. Y'all just assume that it's because you want other people. You assume because you want other people. It might just be they didn't want to play the game. Or
you can't play the game if your wife is home.
Play the game, yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying you feel more comfortable playing the game. She's not in the next room. Maybe you want to play all.
I've been playing all day.
Something I don't know. But it's worth.
You can't make an excuse for it. You can't make an excuse for it other than they got somebody they want to be at the house with. They still married. They didn't get a divorce, but they got another boyfriend and girlfriend that they hang out with too.
Do you think that's what it is? That's the first thing.
If that's what they wanted their marriage to be, they should have just said it from the get and not got married.
Just say this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Dang. That's interesting, man. Yeah. Well,
that's wrong.
Yeah, well, we'll revisit this in a few years. Just kidding.
15 years from now, we'll talk about this one.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. So Caitlin Clark, man, all the Kate hate can stop. The season's over. It can stop. You can stop hating now.
Bye.
But let's talk about it, man. There was a conversation I heard, and I was like, I gotta play this for you because this seems like what we've been talking about the whole season with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
You say that this is a mirror of what we're living in our broader society.
I feel like sports, politics, and culture always intersect. I think the story of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, the rivalry, which really isn't a bad rivalry or a true rivalry on the court, is a good thing. I understand that both of these young ladies, and I'll relate it to the race in just one moment. Both of these young ladies were already defined, and they already had to play roles before they even stepped on the court, just based on where they come from, how they were raised, and how they conduct themselves. So when we see Angel Reese doing the "you can't see me" ring finger to Caitlin Clark, the optics of this Black girl really taunting this white girl was hard for all of America to see. They're like, how dare? But that is a rite of passage. When you win, that's how you play sports. You have the right to trash talk. But the reason why this relationship, this rivalry is so compelling is because it's what this country is built on.
The country is built on race. You believe that?
I don't know so much by the way she said it, but I can see what she means. If it was two black girls, this wouldn't be anything. If it was two white girls, I don't think it'd be anything. But because one is black and one is white, and because the white one is good at a sport that what we think traditionally is something that they're not as good as black people at. Tradition. So now we took this white girl who's doing this in college, and we just boom, 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 and elevated her to a level that she really wasn't at. And then you make Angel Reese the villain. You make South Carolina the villain and Dawn Staley, because they're all going up against Lily White, Caitlin. And yeah, they turned it into, that's why this thing was so polarizing. If Caitlin Clark put up her number, let's see, like I said, if Juju continues to play as she played as a freshman and she starts breaking these records, is there going to be a Juju hype train like there was for Caitlin Clark?
No, of course not.
Why?
Because she's white. She's different. Just like Tiger was the buzz with Tiger Woods in golf. He was different.
But Tiger was winning Masters.
But he was on that level. He was winning. He was a winner.
He was winning Masters.
He was winning Masters.
When did Caitlin Clark win?
She broke records.
Those are numbers.
Those are numbers. Those are numbers game. But I'm just saying, really, what it comes down to is society. They wanted to see the great white
girl. They wanted to see the white girl. Yeah.
They want to see it because it's something different than what they used to seeing. And it plays a part in society, like she said, which is already built on race relations and picking a side. And that's what this country was kind of built on, unfortunately.
Yeah, but what couldn't, so we should have been able to like both of them. Or
no, you got a good guy and a bad guy.
Yeah, in my case, dislike both of them.
You got to have a good and bad, right? Good versus evil.
Yeah, that's the thing. But who's to say who's good?
Well, the white girls gonna be good.
Who can say which one of those is good?
The majority. Whoever the majority is.
Yeah, that has caused us a lot of problems here too.
I agree. But I'm just saying that's what they're gonna say. The majority, they're gonna take her, they're gonna make her into this icon, they're gonna make Angel Reese into this villain. And she's embraced the villain role.
A little bit too much.
A little bit too much. She had been like, I'm not like that. She had a kind of like, no, this isn't me. I'm not a villain. I'm this. She liked it.
She believes in herself a little too much.
Yeah. So it was easy to dislike. It was easy to dislike Caitlin. Angel, rather.
Angel, yeah, very easy to dislike. Caitlin didn't really have a problem till she liked what Taylor Swift posted. Then the people turned on her.
Oh, is that what it was? I didn't see that. What was that post on Trump?
She endorsed Kamala, and you know what, man, and I don't know how I get frustrated every time I hear Kamala. Because some people know how to pronounce her name.
Why you get mad when you get Kamala Harris? When you hear Kamala Harris?
Because then people know how to pronounce her name.
Kamala.
And they just do that mess. They know how to pronounce her name. That's why Trump didn't call her name during the debate. Because she was going to call him out on it.
He will mess it up.
They do that on purpose.
Yeah, they do. Just like Democrat Party. They do that on purpose. Democrat Party.
They know exactly. And man, that burns me up.
Yeah. All right, but again.
How did I get there? I don't know.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark.
I practice the weave. I weave.
Yeah, you're not doing it as good as Trump does that. He can bob and weave.
I'm doing it just as good as Trump. I'm rambling just as much as him. Thank you very much.
So the season is over, and you're going into the tournament, right? Yep. Without Caitlin Clark, which they did last year. Obviously, she wasn't.
They made the playoffs. Her season's over. They got beat.
Yeah, her season's over. But doesn't that take away from?
What you gonna do? Try to get up to the finals?
That would have been great for ratings. It would have been great for ratings.
How you gonna get it? You just gonna let her get calls all the way to the finals? We watched the game. We watched the game where every time something big would happen, a flag would fly.
We saw last night. Well, start Mount Airy, yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, doesn't it take away? Just like I would have loved to have seen her in the Olympics. That would have been good for the game to see her in the Olympics.
However, she wasn't one of the 12 best. She wasn't one of the 12 best.
That's questionable.
I mean, it's questionable if Diana Taurasi, as old as she was, should have been there, but she was going to be there because and she's got all these gold medals anyway.
Yeah. This is her last year, by the way. I'm tired of seeing her. Should be. Taurasi, yeah, should be. Right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she wasn't one. She'll in the next Olympics, she'll be there.
Yeah. But
it's possible within the next 3 years that she's the best player in the league. She's just not now.
Yeah. Oh, next year. She'll be player of the year next year.
Asia Wilson's still playing.
Yeah. But next year, you don't think Caitlin, you'll give Caitlin 3 years.
Asia Wilson's still playing. I said possible.
Possible. So yeah, he still got like Kate hate. Question. Still in you. I hear it. Question though. As far as this season's over, and they've still been complaining. There've been some complaints about the Indiana fans, fever, yelling out racial slurs. Can you blame Caitlin Clark? She's getting blamed for some of this. How do you feel about people blaming Caitlin Clark?
The only thing, I mean, she can speak out against it, but they still gonna do what they do.
She did. She already spoke out against it.
I mean, so how can I blame her? I can't blame her for what the idiots in the stands do.
Yeah, I agree. But a lot of people like, well, she needs to say more and do more. What else can she do?
What can she do? She can't make them people do it. Now that's Kate hate. Leave her alone for that. She ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Cheryl Swoops, of course. She's just, I'm sorry, she a hater. I'm sorry. Cheryl a hater, bro.
Well, see, her day has passed and she still wants, let me latch on to this and I can still be relevant.
That's the worst. Let it go. You had your time.
Listen, you was a star. You was a bad mamma jamma doing your time. Your time is up.
She had her own shoe. She was the first woman to have her own shoe.
So, I mean,
yeah,
that ain't Caitlin's fault. I ain't blaming
Caitlin's fault, man. But yeah, she's catching a little heat from it. But when they really don't want to talk about the real issue is the race relations in this country are at all time. It's a bad place. That's really what it's about. And people want to grasp onto anything to divide. And unfortunately, this time it's women's basketball and Caitlin Clark.
That's crazy, though.
silly.
Well, the fact that we arguing over that means we can argue over anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, October 1st, Walls versus Vance debate. Are you tuning in? This must watch.
Because they say this is probably our last opportunity we'll see, because Trump is not debating Kamala anymore.
He's not going to debate Kamala. He's not going to debate Kamala. No.
He's not even going to debate Kamala.
He ain't going to debate Kamala. That's what I was trying to. I'll try to do that.
It's hard to even say it wrong. See?
Yeah, it is at this point. It is hard to say it wrong. So you're gonna tune into this one, huh? Who you think? What does Walls have to do to defeat Vance?
If I'm Walls, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna stand here and be quiet and let this guy talk.
Another rope a dope. Another one. Playing strategy that
He ain't gonna do it, but that's what I do. Let me let him talk, and then let me just ask him some questions about the things he says.
Hey, it can work though. When you got an idiot just that like to talk, it can work.
There you go. All you gotta do is get him off track. Reminder, because your crowds, people be leaving.
Get him
all you gotta
on.
do is get him off track.
Get him on the Haitian immigrants.
Yeah, from Haitian. This guy said Haitian. Where is Haitian?
He said Haitian. They're from Haitian.
Yeah.
Haitian. Haitian. The Haitians from Haitian. Wow. Wow.
Y'all don't see a problem with this. How do you not see a problem with this?
That's awful, man. I did not realize he said Haitian.
Yeah, they're from Haitian.
So Vance. So what is Vance? What is his strategy to beat Walls? What do you think he has to do?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Just don't say nothing.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. Every time, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Yeah, I don't even know what he could even do. I mean,
because
they're gonna.
It's a debate. I'm sure you do debate prep, but only Comrade Kamala gets the whole script of all the questions.
She did have that earring, that little pearl was a mic.
Yeah, there was telling her what to say.
Yeah, it was a headset.
Trump need one. He need a necklace, but I'm sure he did debate prep. But this is one of them things where it's easy to be off script. When these guys get off script, they say anything.
Yeah, who's doing
Who's offended when you ask them too?
Yeah, that's what's gonna get him though. Like you said, the off script stuff it always gets him when you get too many emotions involved.
Because he'll be prepared for some of them questions. He'll be prepared for the cats and dogs question.
That's coming. Walls, he'll have to defend the economy. The economy's coming. The border.
He'll have to defend his military service.
Military service for sure.
They're gonna bring that up. Vance is gonna have to defend his stuff about Trump back in the day. How his stance has changed. And yeah. I mean, they should know a lot of this stuff is coming. Be prepared.
See, that to me, that's kind of a weak. I mean, that doesn't really mean a lot to me because people change their stance all the time. I mean, that's just like, so what? I get it. I mean,
yeah, but when
Trump was a Democrat. Trump was a Democrat at one point.
Yeah, he did that for political reasons, so we all know.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, all right, Vance. Yeah, you gotta come. You gotta bring up the pictures in drag. No, I was kidding. I'm just kidding.
I have to defend the cat lady stuff.
The cat lady stuff. You gotta bring that up.
Yeah. See, he's got enough. He got enough stuff he'll have to answer. He'll take up a whole debate. So if Walls, I say,
yeah, just let him talk. Yeah, just listen. That might be the way. But hey, I'm watching him, man. I'm tuning in. Definitely.
Oh Oh, I'm there, dude.
Yeah, I'm there. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be Coach Walls. Maybe he'll show up.
Yeah, that.
Show out. So we did go to the game last night. We had some predictions of the Mountaineer game. We were both wrong.
We were both wrong.
We were both wrong. I said
but we
30.
won.
Yeah, we won. They did a great job. Good. Got a good team, man. Mountaineer has another good team again. So
they got a good team.
Yeah.
They got a team that's not as good as last year's team. They lost a lot of talent.
They lost some talent, but I mean, overall, they're good though.
Defensively, they're good. There are some things that they need to work on.
Yeah. I question a few calls there as far as the coaching.
And I'm not going to bash the coach or talk about the coach on here. I'll see him somewhere and I'll tell him some stuff. They won.
Yeah.
I really don't think Starmount's good. No doubt about their good team. I really don't think the score should have been that close.
No, I mean, it was a lot of questionable calls by the refs. I will say that.
You don't want to say it, but it's like it's only at the big plays. If it's a 3-yard run, ain't no flag coming.
Isn't that funny how that worked?
Yeah.
I'm like, come on now. You can't be serious here. I mean, there was so many. Every big play.
Yeah, and then you have, and there were a lot of things you could tell Mount Airy's quarterback and receivers, they were off. They weren't on the same page. So, I mean, you won, which means you should win the conference again. And you got something to work on. That's best of both worlds.
Yeah. They'll grow from it, man. Like I said, they lost a lot of talent last year. So
they did. I mean, they lost some of the best talent to come through the school, especially at the same time. And it's really it's bigger than the 2 kids that went to Virginia Tech. There's a lot of talent they lost off that team. So
definitely, yep, for sure.
But I mean, what more can you be? They're undefeated. They ain't lost a game yet. So
yeah, and I say they make it back. I don't see why they wouldn't. I got a feeling they make it back to the championship.
They have all the potential to make it back. There are some like Eastern Randolph they're gonna be a problem. They always are. Starmount is gonna want to get them worse now than they did before. I think it's good. Mount Airy wins out. It'll be good to win be the number 1 seed if they can get to the number 1 seed. Because if you get to the number 1 seed, you'll avoid probably both Eastern Randolph and Starmount. You'll get one of them. If you don't get the number 1 seed, there's a good chance you'll get both of them. And one of those games could beat you up enough to where you lose that next game, just physically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. They got the talent to go ahead and do it again. They're a good team. They're a good team who's not great yet, but they have the potential to be great.
Yeah, they're not there yet. And like I said, some of these teams, like this, probably the best competition was last night.
Yeah, that's the most competition they'll see in the regular season.
Yeah.
North Surrey pushed them in the first game in the first half. East Surrey pushed them in the first half. This was one where they had to play all 4 quarters, but they won. So
they won. Yep. Yeah. Shout out to Starmount, man. They was talking a lot of trash. Shout out to them.
Yeah, whole lot. Now
all the fans are talking trash.
I hope you took that butt whooping personal.
Even though it wasn't a butt whipping.
It was not as close as at any point. Let me ask you this: even after that very first play, any point did you think Mount Airy was going to lose?
No, I still didn't think they was going to lose.
And I don't think Starmount did either.
I didn't either. And then that key play, I'm telling you, that key play was at 4th and 15.
It broke their heart.
Broke their heart. That was it. That breaks your heart, man.
At no point.
Got 15 yards on 4th.
Yeah, on the pass play where he literally scrambles. He's been limping the whole game. He scrambles, picks up first down. At no point I think Mount Airy was going to lose.
That was crucial, man. That I didn't either. I wasn't worried. I was kind of disappointed. Like, dang, they got burned like the first play. I was like, oh man. But
they never picked up another first down until that last drive.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, it was a good
game.
game.
They want to meet us again in the 4th round. They don't understand it'll be at Mount Airy this time. If both of them are fortunate enough to get to the 4th round, got to get there.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens, man. But yeah. But shout out to the Bears. Shout out to the Bears doing their thing. You got anything you want to get off your chest, man?
Oh man, just happy to have power.
I'm glad you got power, man. You ain't got to eat them Fritos.
Excuse me, I've always had power. I'm glad we have electricity.
Oh, bars.
I am very happy to be here.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, good pod, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm glad. Again, man, my apologies for the miscommunication. That's all it was.
Yeah, it wasn't no miscommunication. You said he ain't coming eating up my food. Eating up all malls.
We ain't cooking no steak in this house. What's wrong with you?
Let him starve. And you know what? That's why the Eagles got beat.
Like I said,
do right by me.
Like I said, we were out without 2 key players, man. 3, really. Rough game against
all them other dudes don't get paid.
Yeah, but they're just not as good. Not good.
All of them get a check.
You know, people starting to question Jalen Hurts, though. I have noticed people starting to question.
Give you the ball.
Yeah, he's starting to.
Balls.
He'd be what? What'd you say?
He'll give you the ball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about. I ain't giving up on Jalen. I ain't gonna be one of them. Not this show. Not this episode. I ain't giving up on Jalen. Not yet. I ain't giving up on him.
I like him. He'd be a heck of a running back, though.
Wouldn't he? Strong, man.
Yeah.
His reaction time, so he hold the ball too long for me, man. I don't know. He aggravates, get mad.
But it's probably because he's always had to prove he's a quarterback anyway. So instead of doing what comes natural and taking off and picking up the first down, I want to show you I'm a thrower. Then it take too long. And now you're in trouble.
Interception. Yeah. I don't know. Who do y'all have this? Don't worry about what we doing. I know y'all play the Giants. Who y'all got next?
The Pittsburghs.
Ooh, it might be an L.
Oh, it is.
I might get.
It will be.
Okay.
It will be.
Good. I'm calling it. Yeah.
We can't stop the run. We can't stop the run. And Micah and D. Lawrence are out. Yeah, we're gonna lose.
Y'all might lose. Good. Need y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna lose.
Come.
Told you I wasn't gonna get caught up in it. I told you we was gonna beat the Giants, and people was gonna think we had it together. We ain't even whooped the Giants, so people still know we ain't got it together. So yeah, we're gonna lose.
It's crazy. I hadn't heard a lot from these Cowboy fans this year. It's been a real. I don't know. It's been kind of a down year for y'all. Y'all been real quiet
because Jerry broke us.
Jerry really broke y'all.
With that whole all in and then not spending any money, not bringing in anybody. When Derrick Henry tells you he wants to go to Dallas and you don't call him, and then he turn around and run for 150 yards on you.
Good. I was like, good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary broke a lot of us.
He did.
He never told that all-in lie.
I mean, I know too many Cowboy fans. It's the same conversation. Some people switch teams. Some people, I'm sitting out this year. I'm not watching any games.
That's bad because this is that time of year where it's our year.
Y'all ain't said
this
nothing.
Is that time, yeah, you ain't saying that this year. We broke.
Even if y'all win the next 2 games, I still don't think y'all.
You've got a broken fan base.
Y'all broken, man.
Yeah.
And I love every minute of it.
I'm sure you do. After every Sunday during football season, as we dismiss, the last thing I say, let's go Cowboys. They've had to remind me this year. Getting broken.
Don't cry, man.
They've been like, you didn't say nothing. Oh, yeah. Let's go Cowboys. Got a broken fan base.
Because y'all too invested in it, man. Like, y'all expect to win for no reason. Y'all always expect to be the best, but y'all really haven't done anything.
We've been good in the regular season.
Yeah, so what? But y'all just got such high expectations for no reason.
What I don't understand is how people my son's age and beyond can be Cowboy fans.
It's the tradition.
It's got to be a family. It's a family thing.
Yeah, that's
because they haven't seen us win anything.
No, that's what I'm saying. Y'all are like up here. Y'all have finally been humbled. Is what happened. Y'all have been humbled this season.
But it wasn't no loss or anything that did it. It's the owner.
It's the owner, but the owner humbled y'all and put a mirror to you and said, "This is who you are."
No, the owner, but he didn't mean to do that. What he meant, he thought, y'all so dumb, y'all gonna fall for whatever I say, and y'all still gonna cheer. Folk finally was like, "You lying SOB."
Yeah.
And then would double down with hope, all in. Ain't everybody know you ain't spent no money. Yeah, we tired. We tired of you, Jerry. We tired.
Dang. I'm always gonna
TARRED, tired of Jerry.
I'm always gonna remember this season though. This season really is different. This is the 2024-25 season.
Yeah, we're broken. You got a broken fan base.
The broken Cowboy, broke back mountain.
Watch out. I said a broken fan base.
Oh, my bad.
We ain't doing the net stuff. He broke us, man.
It's the broke back year. The broke back year. Paul.
Watch out, man. Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, man. John Black died.
Who?
John Black.
Oh, from Days of Our Lives, my guy. Yeah, Roman before Roman. Wasn't he Roman? He was Roman.
Roman came back. John thought it was Roman when he came
he thought it was Roman. He thought it was Roman, but he was John.
Yeah, he died, man.
What happened to John Black?
I'm talking about real life.
Yeah, what happened to him? Oh, what happened to the actor then? What happened?
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Then he had John Drake Hodges, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it.
What happened?
But he had pancreatic cancer, and he died at 70 the day before his 71st birthday.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. When you were so fan, man, yeah, John died.
I remember it. See, I do remember that. I remember the whole takes me back to the Roman. They thought he was Roman.
Yeah, thought he was Roman.
Mm-hmm. Yep. See, dang, man, we missed a lot of deaths. We had we forgot all about Frankie Beverly. Frankie Beverly.
Frankie
died.
Frankie
died. Tito died. Somebody else died.
People dying ain't never died before, man.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Thanks for leaving us on a sad note there. I
live to please.
Good pod, man. As always, I appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. Love you, man.
All right. love you. That's been another episode of Culture No Cap. Make sure you subscribe, like, do all the things. Peace.
Peace.